Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. This is Oracle Mystique, the Avatar High Priestess, Master of the Four Elements, brought back to restore balance to the unbalanced ones tuning in. So, we're going to get into some guided messages from the universe and what to know for this upcoming full moon in Gemini. That's on the 18th, and then the day after is Venus in retrograde in Capricorn. So it's going to be a lot of heightened emotions, a lot of things being released, things being brought to our awareness. So we're going to get started on that. And keep in mind, this is general, not personal. If you guys are seeking a personal read, everything's in the description box below. You can either email me or you can just book me through my Etsy, and where you guys can see I make oracle decks as well, so you'll see it throughout YouTube and TikTok. And lastly, I do have a natural soap and butter business. So every $80 you spend, you get a free reading. Just place your order. You get a follow-up email. And make sure you check your spam in case you don't see that email, because it goes to that spam box for some people. And yep, that's all. So first we're going to start with my new oracle deck that I got. It's a Kali oracle deck. And I love Kali. I've always been drawn to her for unexplainable reason until I got some research done, and I'm in love with destruction. So you can create anew things that no longer serves, cutting it out. I don't know, I love it. So we have Gauri Devi. So let me see what that means, because I just had it come in yesterday, and I'm so excited to share this with you guys and help bring some messages of what you need to release. Because also with full moons, it's always about releasing. So let's see what Gauri Devi has to say. We have champion of sweet souls with fierce hearts who are underestimated and passed over. She who is gentle as the deer and ruthless as the lioness, who is the capacity within the awakened heart to arise, to overcome obstacles, to have faith without any evidence of victory, and rally the spirit until the right moment to act and win is felt. She is nonconformity and the freedom to be true to oneself. Recognize your own beauty and value, irrespective of whether another has the capacity to behold this time. You shall shine. So you guys are about to come to some sort of awakening, and you're about to see what you're capable of, despite who has downplayed you. And this is part of the dark feminine, which is often misunderstood, because they think divine feminine energy is supposed to be all sunshine and rainbows and passive and maybe weak. But no, this shows that you're very underestimated. People really don't know who you are. So this just shows that it's time to release that other side, and that let them know that you are fierce and not to be played with, you know? So they think that, oh, you're just all love and light, but no, you can be darkness too. And you can be very untamed if need be, but who you are is a choice. And if they think you're passive, just know you're choosing peace on purpose, because you know what you're capable of on the other end of the spectrum. So fierceness is also part of wisdom. So don't let anybody try to define you of who you are, and don't let people underestimate you. Ooh. Okay. Artha of Kali. And I read some of this yesterday when I flipped for myself, and I got that card too. Her heart contains the seeds of your soul and complete awareness of divine destiny. She has always intended for you. There is a sacred purpose for you, which you were born, and meaningful and divinely protected pathway for you to fulfill. And when you guys see this card, this is just really saying that you have the courage, you have the wisdom to take on anything, and that you're protected throughout. Even though it seems impossible within the 3D, just know in the 5D, believe in the impossible, they will make a way for you. So you prefer to know the destination because of like how society is driven, but with truth and manifestation of life's purpose, you can have anything. So consider your belief systems, and it's not the reflection of the inevitable. So have your own belief system that you believe in, that you trust, and let things work itself out. Because only being true to yourself and to your path is how you'll succeed and you'll thrive. But don't be afraid of taking on risks and being afraid of the unknown. Then we have Dharma of Kali. So we all know what Dharma is, or if not, it just talks about your purpose. We have her every action is infused with loving purpose. Every challenge and every opportunity in your life exists by her divine design. Her spiritual intelligence within your heart. When you trust in your integrity and proceed to your core and soul's values, you are trusting the empowering her to be at cause in your life. So honor the Dharma and be true to your beliefs and your spiritual principles. Don't let anyone try to compromise that. So if you guys have been very fearful and because of what other people has been saying and drawing to your attention, this is the time to start clearing yourself away from people that don't value your integrity and your morals and your values. Sorry. And certainly there are those with their own moral code, but it doesn't have to be yours. So don't let people project, and don't let people guilt or shame you for your own code, and never let anyone violate yours. All right, I'm gonna do one now. We have Krishna. Let me see, flip to that. So it says the name Krishna translates to "you are fire." Agni is the two-headed deity of fire and potent symbol of the supernatural power. On the physical level, fire generates light and heat to cook food, thereby representing both transformation and nourishment of the life force. The inner digestive fires that metabolize food and allows us to gain nutrient and represents inner nourishment of fire and symbolize the soul's need to digest our life experiences for spiritual growth. So you guys need to embrace not only the light within yourself and shine it to others, but also take heed in the nourishment for what it gives you, because light is also about illumination and its unexpected emergences, like how it emerges. And even through the most crazy and transformative times and the whirlwind of confusion, always follow the light. Don't try to steer away from it, even if it gets hot, even if it just feels like you can't take it anymore. Just stay true and stay grounded, because this is just stimulating new seeds and transformation. And like through darkness, when you feel like all is lost, there's always that warm light there for nourishment. And this is also just one of the waves and roller coasters of your spiritual journey, that despite whatever happens, it's all going to work out. So, so let yourself just be inspired and see what happens. Because don't always think the worst, because fruition is always going to be in front of you. It's always there. Just not be the way how you want it to go, but it is there for your benefit and just to help with character development and spiritual growth. So everything happens for a reason. All right. Then I'm going to get my Ganesh deck. Oh, and I got my tattoo, guys. And as you know, Ganesh is the remover of blockages, things from your past. Kali is also like me, about the same thing, but mostly inner work and from negative energy from external factors. But also it's mainly about energy. Positive outlook. So you guys need to be more optimistic, because good things are coming, and it's telling you need to have a positive outlook, because yes, you've been through the darkness, but don't lose your light or dim your light because things aren't working out and you're giving up on the path or having doubts and fears. Like, keep a positive outlook. You're almost there. It always happens when you're almost there. Clear your energy. So you guys need to clear your energy fields here, your auric fields. And whatever energy that was projected onto you, remember, it's not yours. A lot of people like to send us the evil eye and send us psychic attacks. It's not yours. You need to clear out what isn't yours and what doesn't belong to you. And remember what does belong to you, and that's your path. Insight, third eye. It's time to really start listening and doing what you need to do to listen to your third eye. Have it activated. Start using your intuition. But the only way you can do that is you clear out this clutter, because it's causing a lot of confusion here. And you need to have a lot of courage, because just like when it was talking about in the Kali deck, you have doubts and fears that are holding you back, but it's time for you to start taking courage and start ridding yourself of things that no longer belong. So I feel like the fear is because they were once close to you, but now it's time to let that go and take the courage to stand alone when it comes to your journey and your dharma. Because although it's hard, it's what's best and what's necessary. And that's it's going to awaken you. I'm sorry, so my words are jumbled up everywhere. And probably I need some energetic clearing too. But for sure, clear out, release what doesn't belong, what doesn't prosper, what you can no longer take with you on your journey. Because also on full moons, it also reevaluates, okay, the things you want to manifest in, and the journey from the new moon to the full moon. Okay, what's too much? What can't come with me? What's going to lighten the load? Kind of thing. Because you want to move with ease. So we have reframe. This is happening for me, not to me. So whatever you're going through is saying have a positive outlook, because this is teaching you. This is a big lesson that you shouldn't reject yourself from. Divine love. When you offer everything to the divine with detachment, you begin a love affair with the spirit. You're going to have so much freedom, so much ease, and no longer stressing over things that doesn't belong in your life. Because once you clear out that energy field, you feel like you can breathe better. You feel like you can move around. You're more flexible. And that weight off your shoulders is just lifted. And you can start doing more things, and you start seeing more opportunities. Limitless, because yes, you've been having a limited mindset. See yourself open to receive the most miraculous ways. The divine can use anything and anyone, so do believe in the impossible. They can use anything and anyone with their choice in the 5D, so they can create those opportunities. Just because it's not happening in the 3D and this dogmatic society, and you feel like you can't do anything, believe in the impossible. Like, this is an abundant world. It has an abundant everything. You just gotta reframe your mindset. Loss. So yeah, something has to go. Sometimes you learn true offering through loss. You make a passionate invitation for love to take over and bring her own plan instead of the ego's. So once the ego goes through their dramatic loss, and you feel like, why is this happening to me? Why can't things go right? It's like, no, I have a better plan. You had to lose that one so I can help you focus and see more insight. Use that third eye so you can actually see the plan. Not with these 3D eyes, but with that third eye. The other plan, the plan that was created for you before you even came to realize what your true dharma was. You had to lose that perspective and that point of view so you can be open to an abundant amount of other point of views and see that the world is yours. But you just got to trust the plan, because the plan you have set for yourself, there's an even better one. And bottom of the deck, surrender. Sometimes learning to surrender can feel as if you're dying. The ego learns what's hardest, to stop trying to control the universe. Let the universe do its thing. It's its own separate entity. You are your own universe, but the universe you're also trying to call in, that's its own. You need to learn to work with it and stop trying to control it. This is another part of ego death, control. You have to trust what's going to be ahead for you. All right. Let's see how the angels, gods, and goddesses are assisting. Oh, wow. I was seeing this a lot when I was shuffling. Like, it kept popping up. Angel of relaxation. Let go of desired outcomes and you will get what you want. So again, stop trying to control things and trust divine timing. Trust their moves and how they're going to align you towards your purpose and assist you towards your dharma. So you have to relax, you know, take that load off. Stop stressing so much. I feel like that's what's blocking a lot of you guys' blessings and forward movement. You want to control, control, control instead of work with, work with, work with. Angel of communication. Communicate clearly. Don't be afraid to tell it like it is. So use that throat chakra. Be honest. And also be honest with the universe with what it is that you really want and desires. Because when you're real with yourself, with the universe, that's the only way it responds to you. Because you vibrate from within. If you're saying what people in society want you to say, what your family and friends thinks is acceptable, you're betraying yourself and you're going to get all this confused energy. Like, why am I not getting what I want? Because that's not what you need. What you need is to be true to yourself and to your purpose. Don't worry about other people. Communicate clearly. Because at the end of the day, when you're all alone in your room or in solitude, you are with your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions. The universe responds to the real you, not the you that you put out there. So if you're not operating out of the real you, you're not going to be getting what you want. You're going to be hitting every bump in the road. We have goddess of oneness. Someone you love is thinking fondly of you at the moment. So could be a past loved one that passed over, but you are thought of. You're not forgotten, but they're thinking very fondly of you and they're trying to help push you towards your purpose. We have angel of finances. Honor and give thanks for the blessings you're about to receive. So you have things coming, but this is being brought to your attention at this time to reflect because you need to clear out some things to move forward. It's like they want to give you these things, the abundance, the finances, but you're not in the position to receive it. And then we have angel of support. The universe has heard your silent call for help. So this is going to right under the communication. So you guys have been calling for help, or you need to. You need to be honest. And stop being so prideful and think you can do it all on your own. Speak to the universe, God, your angels, whoever brings you strength. And ask for support. Ask for guidance. Only when you speak from the heart, when you know you have that weight on your chest, and you start feeling that weight off when you're true, start speaking. Start communicating. Start letting go, or ask them to help let go what doesn't belong. Things that you can't see, far beyond the 2D eyes. Or 3D eyes, I think 3D. But yeah, start operating out of that third eye. Start asking them to reveal what doesn't belong. People, places, things. And then we have angel of vision. Someone is not revealing part of the story. Trust your feelings over what others say. So there's people around you that aren't trustworthy. So that's why you need to see things in a different light. And those things have to go. I feel like deep down, you know, but you don't want to face it, or you don't want to let those people go because maybe of history. But, you know, history doesn't matter if the chemistry doesn't align. Okay. Treasure. So treasure each experience, every little momentum, every good, every bad, and move forward, because this is all part of your development. This is all part of your journey. Just remember, everything happens for a reason. Honor and treasure it. Challenge. So yeah, you're going to go through challenges, but it's going to make you better. And it's going to make you stronger. And it's going to turn you into that person you've been wanting to be. And maybe it's not better, or who you're destined to be. Yes, healing is needed. You need to heal. You need to cry it out. And you need to let it go and release it with love. Because the people, places, or things that are holding you back, you need to fall back from them. Perspective. So we talked about before, like perspective, you need to broaden your mindset from a limited to a limitless, and see that the world is everything. It's colorful. It's all these colors, all that you want it to be, and you're the creator. And bottom of the deck, shadow. So it's time to tap into your shadow work, your shadow side, and see what needs to be not fixed, but what needs to be understood and realigned. It's just making the proper adjustments. All right, new moon in Aquarius. Bring love into the situation. Bring love into what you do. True love. Because this is going to be a big transformational period, maybe around Aquarius season. But I feel like you're going to start being more honest and doing what aligns best. Ooh. Full moon in Capricorn. This is usually around Cancer season, but the end of a tough cycle approaches. So you've been working your ass off, busting and doing the shadow work if you haven't. But you've been doing it, and all these hurts, pains, disappointments, you're going to have conclusions. Full moon in Gemini, and that's what I talked to you guys about. I knew this was going to come out eventually in some way. The answers you need are coming. So this is what's going to be happening around this time. Answers that you've always been wanting, that you've been steering away from, because I feel like deep down you know some things, but you don't want to believe it, or you really just do not see it right now. And it's going to shock you on what these answers are, but it's going to be for your benefit. And bottom of the deck, we have full moon in Sagittarius. That's usually in Gemini season because these are sister signs. But it says look at the bigger picture. Again, this isn't happening to you to make you a victim. It's trying to make you a victor, not a victim. Because again, honor the experiences, all good, all bad, so you can appreciate what's to come. Then we have library. Take control of your own narratives. Stop giving other people control over your life or telling you what you should and shouldn't do. Nostalgia. Focus on the here and now. Be present. I feel like it's the stuff in the past and people in your life that you need to let go or just keep at a distance. And then gray. Endings are inevitable. Sometimes it's hard to say goodbye or see you next time or I wish you well on your journey, and then more crying, like there's a tear right here on her cheek. It's time to let it go, release, and it's okay to cry. You cared, you loved, and that's what comes with it. But now, raindrops, take chances on them. It's time to start taking bigger risks for yourself. It's time for some new beginnings in your life to start coming. And it's unfortunate, but some people cannot come with you. Whether it's family, friends, whatever, lovers that you thought you could grow with, anything. But it's time to move forward. With or without them, it doesn't mean there's hate. It just means it's just a different direction. You have to choose your path, or you're going to have it the harder way. And you're going to lose them anyway, but you still have to go to your path. But the universe is going to show you why things have to happen. So it may not happen the way you want it to, but it's going to broaden your perspective. All right, so we're going to be using my note to self from the highest self in my Etsy shop. All right, let's see what your highest self has to say to you. Yeah, they got a lot to say. Practice what you preach. So some of you guys probably get the best advice, but you have a hard time taking your own. And it's time to really stop that right now. You are meant to be different. Don't let society pressure you to categorize yourself. Be the multifaceted god or goddess that you are. So it's time, again, you start paving the way for yourself and practice what you preach. So you may be speaking good things, though, but when it comes to you, you have a hard time finding the words for yourself. You have the answers. Everything is within you. Then we have showing consistent gratitude strengthens your manifestations. So everything that you've been calling in, show gratitude and be consistent. Don't be half-assed. And then we have the powers you are born with and the ones you acquire in this life are your greatest gifts. So you've had the tools and you're still gaining more and unlocking more tools for yourself. So these are your gifts. It's time you start applying them and stop ignoring them, devaluing them. It's time to start giving it the necessary attentions and practicing them. And doing what it takes to strengthen them. Taking care of your body, good rest, good food, good music. Because diet in is diet out, and what you read and what you give your energy towards. And then keep communicating with the divine and your guides. Next, we're going to use my brutally honest messages also in my shop. Oh, whoa. I left this out here. We will all cross over one day. Give your life meaning and stop wasting time on people and places that aren't worth yours. Live, damn it. So it's time to start living your life and stop wasting time on people. Life is short. Anything can happen tomorrow in a blink of an eye. So it's time to really reevaluate and to roll call who made the cut in your life and who didn't. And so we have put your foot down and call their asses out and stand up for yourself. See? You got to use that throat chakra. I feel like you got to start speaking up. I feel like you've been letting a lot of stuff slide, and I feel like it's time for you to stop doing that and stop letting people play with you. We have you were removed because they were talking shit behind your back. So if you feel like friend groups have been falling out, no, this is for your protection. They've been They've been doing some shady stuff and talking bad on your name. And so there's been a lot of evil eye on you. So this was for your protection. And then we have constant complaining will get you nowhere. Cut that shit out. So you need to stop complaining on this woe is me stuff. Or it's like you don't have anything. No, you have everything. You even have the divine and whoever gives you strength. You have that. A lot of people do not have that. Or they just lost touch with their spirit team. But you're not one of those. You haven't lost everything because you're about to gain so much more. Because you had to let go of what wasn't going to align with that. Because if you had the blessings in your life and your new soul tribe that enters your life, they would not be compatible and you would lose both. So it's like, no, you need to let go of people and places and things that aren't good for your soul, your spirit. All right, we're going to be using my word of advice, bestie. You are divine and to be honored as such. Let the blind miss out. So I feel like there's a lot of people that like to downplay you, or they see your worth though, but they don't want to admit to it. So they try to water you down or make you water yourself down just so they can feel big or just to make them comfortable. Like, no, take up space. Like, all that projection is not yours. Just like when we talked about the clearing, all these people's insecurities and how you are, it's not your fault. It's like they want certain people, oh, speak up, be confident, but then it's like, oh, they tell the confident people to calm down. Like, no, take up space, be who you are unapologetically. Like, whatever they got, they need to work on their own shit. We have pick your battles. Not everything is worthy of your response and reaction. So you don't always have to react to every little thing if you're very trigger happy with your mouth. But you don't have to be. Just peep it and move accordingly. That's like with the chess piece. It's like, okay, I peeped the setup. Like, you think you running game on me. You think you winning. You thought you ate that, didn't you? But no. You know exactly how to move and where to go. And checkmate. Like, stop playing with me. Like, you don't know who you playing with. Like, play with your mama. Or play with your little parts. Play with your kids. But don't play with me. And we have, change those obstacles into opportunities. So if you feel like you're hindered right now, you're not. It's just a time to reevaluate some opportunities and see what you can get from this. Like, talk from a place of abundance. Like, how can it get any better than this? And then we have adjust your crown and stop holding yourself back. It's time to show them who you really are. So it's time to really just show out in a humble way. Take up space. Be who you are. Because a lot of people are upset that they can't be who you are, so they project it onto you. So, again, that's not yours, and you don't have to live that kind of life. You don't have to be that miserable life. And bottom of the deck, steer clear of people who complain and gossip. Their low vibrational energy will bring you down too. And again, there are people talking behind your back, just like how they talk about people to you. They talk about you too when you're not around. So they like to complain, they like to gossip. Maybe they push this energy onto you too, so you feel like you have to be this way. No, you don't. It's only hindering you down, and then you have to realize, why did you align with them so heavy in that low vibrational way? Because that's what's holding you back, and you had to make some cuts. But it's okay. There's better things coming. Finances, maybe some form of stability. But we're going to see some stuff. We're going to see some stuff. We're going to be using my Karmic Rewards deck and see what blessings are in store for you. All right, what are my blessings for my collectors? Okay, sheesh. I'm going to do one more. Okay. They're just not hesitating with you. All right, surrendering control. So we talked about this, y'all. Surrender control. Believing your affirmation. So you're going to be believing everything that you said and sought to believe in yourself, even if people don't believe in it or they just trying to downplay it. It's like, no. It is what it is. I'm sorry you can't see it, my worth, my growth, but that's on you. You see it from your level of perception. Then we have creating better and healthier habits. So you're going to be starting to move different, maybe eating better, journaling, exercising, stuff like that. Better habits to strengthen your spiritual gifts, cleansing your space, having your own rituals. So all of those are going to be so set in store for you. Then we have forgiving your ancestors, for they were not perfect, but they're trying to guide you to learn from their mistakes. So you're going to be forgiving them, and they're going to be living vicariously through you, because when you win and when you learn and when you heal, they heal. And we have abundance. So you got abundance, a lot of blessings coming your way. Again, could be a new home, car, things like that. Just an abundant amount of opportunities too. And then bottom of the deck, we have peace of mind. Oh, you guys are going to be glowing up too. But, you know, as you heal, you glow. But you're going to have a peace of mind. You're not going to be stressing these people out here that's trying to stress you. Like, you're not going to be complaining. You're going to be looking at people in a different way. You're just going to fall back from situation. It's like you see it, but you're not going to fall prey to it, into these low vibrational energies. You're going to have better discernment. So all this peace of mind. And then as you follow the path and don't interact with things that aren't low vibrational, you're going to get more and more blessings, because the universe sees you and they see how much you've grown from the situation, and you're going to have so much opportunities here, and you're going to be looking at things in a different way. And as you do that, things are going to be happening so much faster. And I'm going to be so happy for you guys, because I feel like with this retrograde and full moon, you're going to have all the answers that you've been needing so far at this time so far. and you're just going to move accordingly, and you're going to have a more blessed and prosperous life. But that's all I have for you guys, collective. If you felt like this was your reading, give it a like, share, subscribe, comment any stories. I would love to read them. I do have 2 other social medias, a TikTok and an Instagram, if you guys want to follow me on those platforms. And if you felt like this wasn't for you, then it's okay. Maybe another one will be. But until then, namaste, ashe, ashe, namaste. Love you guys. Take care.